welcome back to my channel. Today we are in London. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I've been anticipating this trip for so long. It's finally here and I cannot wait to take you guys with me, show you all of the Bookish locations and show you everything that we are seeing. We got here yesterday, or I don't know. My days are all so confused. Like I don't even know what day it is. Today's Friday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, we got on a flight at 5:30. It was a red eye for like 9 hours. We landed at 10 a.m. London time, but it was 2:30 a.m. Utah time. Yesterday was like no makeup, roaming around in a magical haze. I was in awe of everything. We went to Hyde Park, we went to Buckingham Palace. Yesterday we had a dinner date. We went and got some fish and chips. Life-changing. And then on the way back we stopped at a bookstore called South Kensington Books and I got this amazing, gorgeous, perfect edition of Little Women. This is my favorite book of all time. Today is what I'm most excited for though, because we're going to kind of the heart of London. We're going to see tourist locations and we're going to Shadowhunter locations. I can't believe it. I've been reading about these places since I was in high school and now I'm in London. I'm about to get a matcha, which I need. Oh, I need to talk about my sleep. It's been bizarre. I slept 2 hours on the red-eye flight, and then I didn't sleep again until that night. We just waited because it was 10 a.m. London time, so we waited all day, stayed up. Well, we only made it to 7 p.m. So we went to sleep at 7 p.m. I slept for 5 hours, woke up at midnight, and I thought, I am up for the day. I'm cooked. And that was honestly fine. Like, I felt very well rested. I planned my morning out. And then I was like, oh, I'll just try to get a few more hours of sleep. Somehow fell back asleep for 7 hours. So I slept 12 hours. My body's confused. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be hungry. I feel too well rested, which is, I'm grateful for. That's such a luxury, but I feel so out of it. Like, nothing is making sense, but in the most beautiful way. Like, I can't complain. And now I'm ready to hit the town. I'm going to take you with me. Let's go explore London. No way! It's so tall. I am at the London Institute. I'm losing my mind. It's so beautiful. Look at this. We are in the oldest bookstore in London, Hatchard's Piccadilly. No. I have this already, but I might need the second book. In the US, there's an annoying overhang, but they don't have that here. That is gorgeous. been 3 days. I'm still on my trip, and I will tell you exactly where I am once I update you on everything that has already happened. As it turns out, it's really hard to juggle sleep schedule, mornings, and vlogging all at once, because I was thinking I would do a vlog update every morning. Pretty much my sleep schedule is 2 hours at night, up for 2 hours, and then a long stretch of 5 to 6 hours. And a lot of times I've slept in way too late on accident. Even if I set an alarm, I've slept through it, because when I'm waking up here, it's 2, 3 a.m. in Utah time. You guys probably know how it works, but because of that, I've just been a little behind every day, a little bit rushed, and I haven't had the chance to update, but here I am. I wrote everything out, and I'm gonna show clips while I talk through what we've done. Day 1 in London. It was time to explore tourist locations and Shadowhunter locations. That was one of the things I was most excited for with this trip. I'm very deep into that fandom. It's been so healing for me these past few years, and honestly, it's been with me since I was 13 or 14. So going to these places I've been reading about for so long was incredible. We took the tube to Blackfriars station, so walking off and immediately being next to the bridge was insane. It actually was very similar to what I have imagined, even though I haven't seen that many pictures of it. Just seeing that sign and thinking about Jem and Tessa meeting there every year was incredible. I was giddy. And then there was just a short walk from Blackfriars Bridge to St. Bride's Church, which is the London Institute. How do I even find the words? When you go somewhere physically that you have only visited in a fictional capacity before, it's like you become part of the story. Suddenly there was this depth in this atmosphere. I knew what it felt like. I knew what it smelled like. I don't actually really remember what it smelled like. It was so funny because we were in the church and I kept hearing people say the name James. And I was like, James Herondale? And then I remembered St. James is a person. Also, I wanted to say my room currently is right next to the pool where we're staying, so there's a chance you can hear little British voices giggling as they're playing. I hope you can hear that. I honestly do hope my mic is picking that up. We got lunch at Borough Market and got to walk around and explore it a bit, and that was honestly one of my favorite moments of the entire trip and day, because I am just very deep into the dark artifices right now, and I love Kit Herondale, and Cassandra Clare has said that Borough Market was the inspiration for the London Shadow Market. I could feel that energy. I felt like I was Kit Herondale roaming around between all of these iconic vendors. I went to this place called Genki Matcha and got a drink there, but I also got a matcha butter cup, which is basically a peanut butter cup with a layer of matcha on top. That is my favorite thing I've eaten on this trip. I wish I had bought more. I miss it already. It was so good. Who knew that matcha, chocolate, and peanut butter was such an elite combo? We walked by St. Paul's Cathedral that day. It was so beautiful, and then we ended our day with some bookstores, which brings me to a book haul. Hatchard's is the oldest bookstore in London. It also happens to be Will Herondale's favorite bookstore in the Infernal Devices, and I believe it's where he goes to buy A Tale of Two Cities. It had 5 floors. I went straight to the classics section. I already own A Tale of Two Cities, but I wanted to see their copy of Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities so that I could feel connected to Will. I ended up getting the Walker Books edition of City of Ashes. I have City of Bones in this edition, and it's one that I've actually scrapbooked in, and I love scrapbooking inside of these books because there's already kind of a built-in gorgeous background, and I decided I'm gonna scrapbook my London trip into this copy. We also went to Waterstone's canon event. So fun. It felt very familiar, but like just slightly different enough to be magical. When I saw the Percy Jackson section, I gasped so loud because these are new-ish covers and I love them. I knew I needed this copy of Heroes of Olympus. Next summer is going to be Percy Jackson summer. I am set on that. I'm so happy with my book purchases. I feel like it's covering all of my favorite fandoms. London day 2. We saw some tourist sites. We saw Big Ben. It's so beautiful and large in person, like duh. I loved seeing it. We also saw Westminster Abbey, and we kind of just roamed around and did our thing for a bit. Oh, and we went to the Sky Garden for lunch, which had this surrounding view of London, it was so cool to see it from a bird's eye view. I got a shout out Blank Street matcha. I wanted to get some solely because every cool girl I saw on the street was carrying it in their hand, and I just like kept looking, and finally I read it and I said, we're going there. I got the white chocolate iced matcha. So good. It's in the US, but it's only in in New York City, so that's just gonna have to sustain me until my next trip, whenever that is. The main event of day 2 was going to see Harry Styles at Wembley Stadium. Every Harry Styles show becomes the new best night of my life. There is no way to fully describe the environment of his shows unless you've been there, but all I can say is it's very joyful, it's very safe, and you can be whoever you want to be. This weekend was actually London Pride, so Harry opened his show with a little Pride celebration with a DJ. There were drag queens, there were dancers, the vibes were incredible. This was his final night at Wembley. He broke a world record by doing 12 nights in a row, and because of that there were a lot of special little moments. He thanked and shouted out the One Direction boys by name, and Liam's parents were there. Gemma Styles herself, his big sister, came out on stage.
You've done things like this, which nobody does. I'm proud of who you are and who you allow other people to be, and just the impact that you've made on so many, not least us who get to love you in real life, and what a privilege that is. Help me congratulate you on a historic 12 nights.
She will have been shitting herself to do that. So to me, it's really special that she just did that. Thank you so much.
And he had just sang Sweet Creature as the surprise song, which is about Gemma. Fine line. Ruined me in the best way. There's a reason that it is tattooed on my body. It was also really fun to see my brother and sister-in-law fall in love with Harry. I think they liked him before. I think my brother-in-law was really expecting a boy band vibe, which I think Harry's still in that box for a lot of people, but his music has evolved so much, so it was cool to watch my brother-in-law just fall in love with Harry. After the show, he's like, I feel like we could be friends. If he knew me, we'd be friends. He's just so real and so authentic. Wembley Stadium was unlike anywhere I've ever been. I don't want to sound like a little cliche, but it was electric. And that's the thing about being in the UK. You can just feel that there's history everywhere you go, everywhere you walk, something iconic has happened. And it's just me walking there. Just little old me from Montana. Day 3, got 5 hours of sleep, dead inside, truly. We got a rental car. My brother-in-law drove, which is crazy because it's the other side of the road, and he did a great job. We drove to Oxford. The feeling was I've never been this emotionally, mentally, and physically drained in such a beautiful place. A fairy tale dreamland. I did have a good cry in the pub bathroom. I'm an introvert, and I didn't get enough sleep, and those are two things that will make me cry. I love emotions. From Oxford, we kept driving. By we, I mean my brother-in-law. I sat in the back seat. All the way to where we are now, which is Cornwall. We are at the Foy Hall Hotel. This hotel is what the world would be like if we had a matriarchy. There are portraits of women on the walls, feminist books on the table. There's a built-in library where guests can pull books to read while they're here. There's little tree houses and play structures for kids. It's dog friendly. I went to the buffet this morning and there was a golden retriever named Bagel eating right next to me, and I just ate and stared at him the whole time. Connor's golfing. I took the morning to rest, update the vlog, and now I actually am hoping to finish A Queen of Air and Darkness because I only have an hour or so left to read. It feels really special to finish it here. Actually, Lord of Shadows takes place a little bit in the town next to us. It's called Popero, and they mention Foy in that book, which was crazy because I had never heard of Foy before this trip, and suddenly there it was in the Shadowhunters world. It's like Shadowhunters is connected to everything. I just can't really fathom that this is happening at all. And then it's happening to me. I've never been to Europe before. My sister-in-law planned out this incredible itinerary for us. What is my life? So this city has a chain tower similar to how Throne of Glass is. This is one of them. I think the other was over here. Am I literally in Narnia? Where's Mr. Tumnus? Oh! Hello! Hello, I am back home now. As you can see, I just wanted to recap the final days of my trip and do a little outro. On our final day, as we began the voyage home, we took a train from Cornwall to Windsor, and it was on that train where I finished, where is it? This. Beautiful, beautiful work of art. POV, I'm on a train reading that Magnus and Alex scene, listening to Stupid Song on repeat. I kept worrying that the song would end, so I decided to just put it on a loop forever. I think I listened to it 5 times in a row while reading. Tears dripping down my face. It was such a canon event. It was one of my favorite moments of the trip, honestly. It was really magical. I've been in a reading slump since that exact moment, and it has been 9 days. We checked into our hotel in Windsor, walked around the castle, found a really nice park to sit in, and we actually pet like 5 different dogs. We went back to our hotel, but it was kind of a fake end of the night because I decided I was starving, and also I had really wanted to go to a convenience store and just buy all of their candies and crisps, pardon me. I had seen that the Kettle brand has all different flavors in the UK than what they have in America, and that's my favorite chip brand. So they did retire pepperoncini, so they are on thin ice with me. We got every single bag of crisps and took them back to our hotel courtyard. We had ribeye, Asian chili and beef. There was a sour cream one. Honestly, I hated them all. Went to sleep, woke up, went straight to the airport and flew home, and that is the end of the London trip. I will never forget London. I already want to go back. I feel like I've already been so many times because a lot of my favorite books have taken place there. I can tell it will be in my heart forever, and it's already my favorite city ever. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for much content because I'm going to be trying a new format that is very open to lots of fangirling and fun and magic. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very, very soon, hopefully. Okay, bye.